So Warren Buffett has mentioned this interesting thing about share buyback in his recent letters to shareholders. So what he said that if buyback is happening at the price below the intrinsic value, that is good for the shareholder. It can take the share price up. On the other hand, if this buyback is happening above the intrinsic value, that is not good for the shareholder. It's not going to take the share price up. So he has explained this thing with an example also. So he said that if the value of any business is $3,000 and if there are three partner and one's partnership is brought back at the price of $900, then that increases the value of other two partners by $50. On the same way, if that thing is if that buyback is done at the price of 1100, that reduces the value of each partner by $50. So most of new investors, they haven't understood this thing. So let's try to understand what he actually mean by
So
this.
what Mr. Warren Buffett says, he says that when the company does buyback below the intrinsic value, that creates value for shareholder. But if the company does buyback above the intrinsic value price, that destroys the value for shareholder. So he has given one example also. He said that if the business value is 3000 rupees and there are three partners in the business, and if one's partnership is purchased at the price of 900, that will increase the value of shareholder by 50 rupees, and if the same buyback is done at the price of 1100, that will destroy the value of shareholders by 50 rupees. So we will understand how actually this thing is happening. Before we go to that, let's check the balance sheet equation, what actually happens in buyback case. So whenever any company does buyback, what it does, it uses the cash which is having in its balance sheet and repurchases the share. So what happens, since the company is using the cash, its cash value will go down. Its and cash is an asset, that asset value will go down. Similarly, since it is repurchasing the share, the number of shares will go down and equity part will also go down. So that thing will happen. So what he says, the business value is initially 3000 rupees and the company does buyback at 900. So what will happen, this 900 company has to pay, and that will reduce the value of the business, that will reduce the asset. So the new asset, what will be the value, we will reduce simply this 900 from this figure. So you will get 2100. So the new value of the business will be 2100, and since one partner is going away, he is out, so the equity will reduce. So the number of partner will be 2 in the new case. And then when we will divide this 2100 with 2, that means to find the value of each partner, you will get the figure 1050. So that means the value of every partner is increasing by 50 rupees. Why? Because the buyback is happening at the price of 900, which is below the price of intrinsic value. In the second case, what he says, that if the company is doing buyback at the price of 1100, what will happen? That will reduce the value of the shareholder. How? At the price of 1100, the new value of the business will go down to 1900, because we have to reduce this much amount of asset value. So that is 1900, the number of partner will reduce to 2, and then when we will divide this by number of partner, which is 2, you will get the figure 950. So you can see this, in this situation the value of the partner is reducing by 50. So now you can understand how the buyback can destroy or create the wealth of shareholders. So when the company is doing buyback at the price below the intrinsic value, that creates the value for shareholder, and similarly if the company does buyback above the intrinsic value, that destroys the wealth for shareholders. So you can check this same thing for actual companies as well. So what you have to do, you have to find out by how much amount the company is going to do the buyback, how much they are going to spend on that. By that amount you have to reduce the asset, and then you have to check how many shares are being repurchased. By that amount you have to reduce the equity part, and then you can calculate the new value per share, that is by dividing it by the new number of shares outstanding. You can know whether the company is doing buyback at the below intrinsic value price or they are doing at the above intrinsic value price. So that's how you can check whether buyback is going to take the share price up or it is not going to take the share price up. So I hope that's clear. Thank you.